White man in boxing led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking
right?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.
All right, this is going to be part 1. 5 things you should know, or if you don't know, you shouldn't be talking boxing on YouTube or on social media. Let's get to the list. Hopefully we won't be too long. And 1, we could talk about who is the longest reigning heavyweight champion of all time. And I do these in parts. If you don't know who the longest reigning heavyweight champion is of all time, you should not be talking boxing or debating boxing on social media. You shouldn't have a YouTube platform. And I'm not going to just say that because this the longest heavyweight champion got a statue downtown Detroit and had an arena until they tore it down. Joe Louis with 25 title defenses. You know, how can you be on YouTube and not know that? How can you follow Floyd Mayweather and not know that? How can you say you watch 24/7 and not know that? And Roger Mayweather religiously said it. He said it. Longest heavyweight champion of all time. 25 title defenses. Joe Louis. In Lion Killer, check his channel on Lion Killer Podcast, said he might be the greatest puncher of all time. So how can we not say that? But hey, let's talk about some more. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Appreciate the support. You want to make a donation? Share the video for me. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Want to talk about who's the youngest champion of all time? If you don't know who the youngest champion in boxing history is, it's one of the most, right now, it's in all the sports, it's the record that can't be broken because to get a real, actual world title, you have to be 18 years old. Rafael Benitez is one of the greatest fighters of all time. You know, talk about the great fighters come off the little short place or the little place of Puerto Rico. Rafael Benitez might be the greatest Puerto Rican fighter of all time. We love Hector Camacho. Shout out to this documentary. I haven't seen it yet. You know, Trinidad was a great fighter. Miguel Cotto was a great fighter. If you consider Danny Garcia, he's a Hall of Fame fighter. But Rafael Benitez, at 17 years old, beating grown men, captured a real, actual world title. You know, after Sugar Ray Leonard beat him, people still question if Sugar Ray Leonard was a great fighter. Crazy, right? So think about it. At 17 years old, unless they change the rules, who gonna break that record? They talking about Will Chamberlain 100 points. It's illegal for you to have a world title, you know, to win a real world title at 17 years old. Now, that's how great Rafael Benitez was. If you think Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the GOAT in boxing, you don't know shit about boxing. If you think he the best ever, go look up Henry Armstrong, which in my memory, serves me correctly, he held the featherweight, the welterweight, and maybe the middleweight belt simultaneously. People talking about Pacquiao moving up, and a lot of times, if it was one belt in each division, Manny Pacquiao never would have been champion or title holder, depending on what you want to call it. Henry Armstrong held 3 major titles simultaneously. Featherweight, I think it was, welterweight, and middleweight, if my memory serves me correctly. So how can you say, you know, you watch him fight, Floyd Mayweather couldn't beat him. I have questions if he could beat Cameron Brazilio. Talking about Sugar Ray Leonard, not sure he could beat them. Sugar Ray Leonard was a big welterweight. Thomas Hearns was a big welterweight. You look at Sugar Ray Leonard done in the first, 4 years of his career? In my memory, he lost to Duran, beat him. First, he beat Rafael Benitez. He beat Tommy Hearns. Come on. He could not box Tommy Hearns. He just outfought him. First 4 years of Sugar Ray Leonard's career was better than anything Floyd Mayweather did. Oh, he beat this many world champions. Of course he'll beat that many world champions. It's 1,000 belts. Millions and millions and millions of belts. And then you ask yourself, if you don't know who the Fabulous Four was, why are we even talking? Ask yourself, if you don't know who the Fabulous Four was in boxing, Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Marvin Marvis Hagler. He was also a switch hitter. That was a Fabulous Four, so ask yourself. Ask if your favorite YouTuber know those 4 without Googling. Ask yourself. And people say, well, the historian thing, you know, historians think they're better. It's not being a historian, it's just knowing boxing. How can you tell me anything or give me a synopsis on boxing if you don't answer those questions? If you don't know these things? You know, most people don't even know, never seen Marvin Hagler fight Tommy Hearns. That's the greatest fight in history. He split Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns split Marvin Hagler's head open. And Hagler just turned on the Jets because he felt they was going to rob him. Then also don't forget, remember they were talking about Keith Thurman was gambling before the fight. Tommy Hearns was at the crap table before the fight. Before he fought Marvin Hagler without a worry. Come on. That's just great stuff. And then you ask yourself, who's the youngest heavyweight champion of all time? Everybody should know that. He's damn near everybody's favorite fighter from 80-something into 90-something. It's Mike fucking Tyson. So ask yourself, before you debate somebody, before you talk about pay-per-view numbers, oh, this gotta be, did you know those, ask yourself honestly, did you know those 5 questions? And that's just part 1. So hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Ask your favorite YouTuber, man. Go ask Boxing Ego, Champ Side if they know that. And I guarantee you that, go on their live stream and ask them those questions. Super chat it. Send them $1, $2 on their live. And I guarantee you, a lot of them niggas don't know all 5 of those questions. And I knew that my whole fucking life. So, hey, you want to follow me? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We got a Facebook group. All those things in the description. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App CJGood313. PayPal in the description. Shout out to my boy Ed. Best way to donate, share the video, hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. We go.